The average price Americans pay for beef just hit $9.64 a pound, a record. So you did the smart thing and picked up chicken. Then it hit your pan, shrank, and left a puddle of milky water behind. That wasn't luck. That was engineering. Americans will eat a record 42 billion pounds of chicken this year, and one of the companies filling that case has already pleaded guilty in federal court to rigging the price. Not accused, not settled, guilty. And 15 months ago, the one rule that would make contaminated chicken illegal to sell was killed in Washington. So we put the chicken case on trial. 11 stores held to 3 questions: origin, water, plant, plus a code on every label that reveals the government's safety grade for the plant your bird came from. 8 stores fail or earn a warning. 3 pass. The government scored the plants. The labels supplied the rest. We put the 2 together. Let's open the chicken case. Worst number 8 and number 7. Dollar General Market and Meijer. Start at the floor of the market. Dollar General Market and Meijer. 2 very different buildings selling the very same silence. Quick refresher for anyone new here. Most supermarket chicken is never touched by anyone in the building where you buy it. It arrives sealed from a central plant, cooled in a communal water bath alongside thousands of other birds, and stacked in the case by an employee holding a box cutter. Efficient for the spreadsheet, anonymous for you. So we held all 11 stores to the 3 questions. 1. Does the label say product of USA? Because since January 1st, those words legally mean born, raised, slaughtered, and processed in America, with paperwork the government can demand within 24 hours. 2. What's the water number? Does the fine print admit how much chill tank water you're paying chicken prices for? 3. Does the package plainly name the processor and where you checked the plant's record, or is the answer hiding in code? Dollar General Market first. 0 for 3. No origin claim, no water honesty, no plant pride. But let's be real. Nobody walks into a dollar store expecting a man in a white apron sharpening a boning knife. It fails on emptiness, not deception. The chicken is federally inspected. The price is the price. And the tray is as anonymous as it looks. Then Meijer. And this one stings. A beloved Midwest supercenter. A real service meat counter. Actual humans in actual aprons. And the packaged chicken trays answered none of our 3 questions. 0 for 3. The same score as the dollar store, from a company with 50 times the square footage and a century of Midwest trust. You're paying $4.17 a pound, the national average for boneless breast. For a tray that won't even tell you its own name, the apron is real. The information is not. To be fair to both, this tier mostly is what it says it is, and what it says is nothing. Verdict. Dollar General Market. Nothing hidden because nothing's offered. Verdict. Meijer. The same empty tray in a much nicer building. Again, the floor is honest about being the floor. Origin, water, plant. Remember those 3 words. Every store from here on gets measured against them. No exceptions. The stores above the floor are where the costumes start, because number 6 sells the greenest, healthiest looking chicken label in its entire building. And that label was born in a factory it shares with a competitor. Worst number 6. Kroger. For millions of American families, Kroger is simply the grocery store, the default, which is why the greenest label in its chicken case deserves the hardest look. Walk the aisle and it reads like the cast list of this video. Tyson bags and Tyson trays stacked right beside the store brand. Fine. At least Tyson signs its work. The interesting tray is the Halo product, the organic store brand chicken, the one wearing the leaf green label and the $4 premium. Investigative reporters at ProPublica traced organic store brand chicken sold at Kroger back to a Foster Farms plant, the same industrial plant processing the organic line for a competing grocery chain. Read that again. Kroger's Halo brand and a rival's Halo brand, born in the same building, wearing different fonts. Organic is a real standard. It governs how the bird was raised, what it ate, what it was never given. What it does not govern is whose factory the bird went through, how it was chilled, or why the label goes quiet the moment you ask who made it. Try it. Call the customer line on the package and ask who processed your organic chicken. Enjoy the hold music. We waited. Nobody knew. By now you're probably wondering, if the organic chicken comes off the same industrial lines, what exactly is the extra $4 a pound buying? The feed and the farm. Those are real. And a big plant can run different birds to different standards, so the organic rules survive the building. What doesn't survive is your ability to learn anything else. The processing? Same pipe, greener paint. Now the fair part, because Kroger earned one, and you'll want to remember it. When the chicken producers got accused of rigging prices, Kroger didn't shrug and restock. It was among the buyers who took them to court. When its own wallet was on the line, Kroger fought like a store possessed. Hold that instinct in your mind. Around number 2, it comes back with teeth. Verdict. At Kroger, read the plant number, not the font. The halo is paint. And at least Kroger's costume is only a label. The next store's costume is the entire store. And the one time its box cracked open, a recall notice fell out. Worst number 5, Aldi. Aldi's chicken is genuinely fine. Hold that sentence, because it's about to get complicated. Aldi is still the sealed box. No meat counter, no butcher, no published suppliers, and a store brand called Kirkwood with no return address. The box never opens on its own, but the federal government once cut a window into it. Stores never volunteer who makes their store brands, but one document legally forces the truth into daylight: a recall notice. In 2019, Tyson recalled chicken products, and the government's recall list named the store brands packed on the very same lines: Walmart's Great Value and Aldi's Kirkwood. In federal paperwork, in black and white, Kirkwood is Tyson, wearing a cheaper sticker. A former Tyson line worker described it even more plainly: the same chicken coming down the same conveyor, and the only thing that changed at the end of the belt was which bag caught it. One line, 2 logos, and a coin flip picked which family took it home. Take that as one worker's story. Color rather than evidence. The recall notice is not color. The recall notice is a confession with a case number. And the twist is that this cuts in Aldi's favor almost as much as against it. The value is real. A name brand bird on a coach class ticket. If you'd known Kirkwood was Tyson at $2 less, you might have bought more of it. The offense was never the chicken. The offense is the blindfold, because a supplier nobody can name is a supplier that can be quietly swapped next quarter, and the bag never has to change. To be fair, Aldi never claimed to be anything but a box of good deals. And the deals are good. It hides the supplier. It doesn't hide the price. Verdict. Kirkwood is Tyson in a costume. Cheaper ticket, same show. And now you're choosing with your eyes open. A discount store hiding its supplier is one thing. The next store charges a premium for the hiding. And it's the friendliest store in America. Worst number 4, Trader Joe's. You asked us about Trader Joe's repeatedly. Put down the organic chicken thighs, because this one stings. Trader Joe's runs the best costume in American grocery. Hand-drawn chalkboard signs, Hawaiian shirts, a crew that seems genuinely happy you exist. Everything about the store whispers small, local, a farm with a first name. Now the part the store won't say at any volume. Trader Joe's publishes no chicken suppliers. None. Zero. So the investigative reporters at ProPublica went and found one. They traced Trader Joe's organic chicken to an industrial Purdue plant, a facility where 16.7% of tested samples carried high-risk Salmonella, and every single positive sample was resistant to at least one antibiotic doctors use to treat food poisoning. The friendly little store's chicken, from a plant where the bacteria have started ignoring the medicine. And it gets bigger. The same investigation traced chicken from one single Purdue plant in Delaware to shelves at Trader Joe's, Walmart, Whole Foods, Kroger, and a mail-order butcher service. 5 different stores, 5 different feelings of loyalty, one pipe. You could drive across town tonight, shop at all 5, pay 5 different prices, and never once leave the pipe. One of the 5 is a mail-order service charging butcher shop prices for the same chicken. Better handwriting on the sign doesn't change the return address. Listen to the difference yourself. The squeak of a marker on a chalkboard sign, and the hum of a plant moving a million birds a week. Only one of those sounds made your dinner, and it wasn't the one with the doodle of a rooster. By now you're probably wondering, does any store actually know where its chicken comes from? Really know, top to bottom? Hold that question. The answer is waiting on the best list. To be fair to the Hawaiian shirts, Trader Joe's organic chicken prices genuinely embarrass its competitors. And the product is federally inspected like everything else in this video. The people are real. The friendliness is real. But friendliness is a feeling, and a feeling is not a supply chain. Verdict: the sign was drawn by hand. The chicken wasn't. 5 logos, 1 supplier. And one of those logos belongs to the biggest retailer on earth. Which brings us back to an old friend. Worst number 3, Walmart. Last summer, Walmart cut the ribbon on a $257 million monument to traceable beef in Olathe, Kansas, and pointed it at the premium shelf. So what did Walmart build for chicken, the meat American families actually cook most, across more than 4,500 stores? Nothing. It borrowed other companies' buildings and put its own name on the bag. The biggest chicken seller in America, and not one bag will tell you who made it. Great Value Chicken is one of the biggest selling chicken brands in the country, and the label names no supplier anywhere on it. The paper trail exists only because recalls drag it into daylight. Tyson's 2019 recall named Great Value among the brands packed on its lines. 9 years earlier, when frozen Great Value chicken nuggets were recalled, the company issuing the recall was Purdue. Government records even show Tyson doing business under the Great Value name. Same line, 2 bags, 2 prices. The gap between them is the cost of the logo. And Walmart pockets the difference either way. And you're wondering why Walmart ranks 2 spots worse than Aldi when the chicken rides the same conveyor belt. Simple. Aldi never promised you anything but a deal. Walmart stood at a ribbon cutting with a governor and said the quiet part into a microphone. More consistency, more transparency, more value. And then kept running the biggest anonymous chicken bag in America. Aldi hides a supplier. Walmart hides a supplier while holding a press conference about transparency. Same belt. Only one of them proved traceable meat was possible. 1 aisle over. To be fair, buying Great Value Chicken is arguably the smart play. The recall paperwork suggests name brand bird at a coach class price. The offense isn't the product. The offense is that you were never supposed to find out, because a supplier nobody can name can be swapped by Tuesday, and the bag stays the same. Run the 3 questions on a Great Value bag yourself tonight. You'll get silence in triplicate. Verdict: Great Value Chicken is a name brand bird flying coach. Fine deal. They just never wanted you to see the boarding pass. If you are still with me, drop a 3 in the comments and let us know where you are watching from. Everything so far has been stores hiding who makes the chicken. Now stop, because the next 3 minutes are about what the chicken makers did behind that curtain. And this time, there's a conviction. The receipts. If our investigations keep your family from paying meat prices for salt water and secrets, hit subscribe. None of what comes next appears on a label. 5 names: Tyson, Pilgrim's Pride, Sanderson, Mountaire, Purdue handle the majority of American chicken. And Pilgrim's Pride belongs to JBS. Different aisle, same crowded dinner table. Most meat cartels write settlement checks and shrug. Chicken has a conviction. February 2021, federal court in Denver. Pilgrim's Pride pleaded guilty to criminal price fixing, sentenced to pay $107.9 million. The scheme ran 5 years, rigging bids on chicken sold to KFC. Somebody rigged the family bucket. In fairness, 10 executives were charged. Juries acquitted every one. The company's plea stands. Consumer settlements passed $203 million, plus $169 million for the farmers the industry underpaid. Across 2025, wholesale boneless breast collapsed from about $2.77 to $1.16 a pound. Your register price went up to $4.17. Wholesale fell off a cliff. Retail waved on the way down. One receipt you can feel with your teeth. Modern birds reach market weight in nearly half the time they did 50 years ago, and the shortcut shows up as the hard, ridged texture the industry calls woody breast. If you've ever cut into a breast that felt almost crunchy and chewed like a pencil eraser, that wasn't your cooking. Safe to eat, miserable to chew, and no label warns you. Last one, and it's the dark one. In April 2025, the USDA withdrew the rule that would have banned salmonella-contaminated raw chicken from sale. Today, a plant can fail the safety test every month and ship legally. Hold that thought. It detonates at number 1. But first, the store that sued the chicken companies won money for itself and never told you a word. Worst number 2, Target. Target believed the chicken companies were cheating you. We know that for a fact, because Target sued them. First, the test, because Target still has to take it. No origin claim on the store trays, water-chilled anonymous packs, no butcher, not one meat cutter anywhere in the chain. 0 for 3 before the interesting part even starts. And the interesting part is a courtroom, because Target did something no other store here did. It went to court as a buyer, claiming the chicken producers overcharged it. Its lawyers filed, its money came back in settlements, and the whole time, its shelves kept selling those same producers' chicken to you at full retail markup, without one word. Picture the two Targets at once. In the courtroom, we were overcharged, and we can prove it. In aisle 12, the same birds under warm lighting, red logo smiling. Nobody put a sign on the case. Nobody adjusted your price. The overcharge rolled downhill for years, and you stood at the bottom with a cart and a smile. Why sue and stay silent? Follow the money. Settlement money flows to whoever files the claim. Telling you the chicken market was rigged would only shrink your basket. Your ignorance wasn't an accident. It was an asset, and somewhere in Minneapolis, it had a line item. By now you're probably wondering, if Target got money back for rigged chicken prices, where's yours? Write that question down. We answer it next week, and you won't like the answer. And the chicken selection is thin as an afterthought, priced like a boutique. To be fair, twice, because Target earns both. Its lawyers were right. The claims had teeth, and suing was the correct business move. And its cold chain remains genuinely excellent. Tight packaging, spotless aisles, trays that never leak. It remains a beautifully organized way to sell you a mystery. Verdict. Target sued over the exact chicken it kept selling you. The refund went to Minneapolis. The markup stayed on your receipt. That was the store that knew. Number 1 is harder. Number 1 tried to do everything right, built its own plant, hired its own farmers, owned the whole pipeline, and has been failing the government safety test almost every month since the day it opened. Yes, that store. Worst number 1, Costco. Put down the pitchforks, pick up the paperwork. Last time, we crowned Costco. This time, the USDA takes the stand. Costco did exactly what giants should do. Lincoln Premium Poultry, Fremont, Nebraska. $450 million, 100 million birds a year, feeding the $4.99 rotisserie and Kirkland signature raw chicken, roughly 40% of Costco's chicken. Control every step, and quality takes care of itself. That was the promise. Now the report card. The USDA runs a rolling Salmonella test on chicken plants and posts the grades. Category 1 passes. Category 3 fails. Advocacy group, Farm Forward, pulled the government's inspection records. Since the Fremont plant opened in 2019, it has drawn the failing grade 92% of the time. From September of 2023 through July of 2025, 100% of the time. Consumer Reports lists it among the most contaminated poultry plants in the country. In the government's most recent posted windows, the whole bird line was still failing. The parts line had climbed to Category 2, passing, barely. In plain math, in the government's own sampling, more than 1 in 10 whole birds and more than 1 in 6 raw breast samples tested positive. To be precise, not every package carries salmonella. The plant's rolling results kept blowing past the federal limit year after year. Now the rule that died comes home. Washington killed the salmonella framework, so failing this test carries no penalty. No stop sale, no forced recall. The plant can fail in the morning and ship in the afternoon, legally. Walmart built a monument and pointed it at the premium shelf. Costco built a monument and pointed it at everyone. And when you own the whole pipeline, you own the whole report card. The name on the plant is the name on your membership card. Now the fairness. It's load-bearing. The $4.99 bird is real. Held since the 90s when inflation says 11. And Costco eats tens of millions a year to keep it. And the honest science? 165 internal kills salmonella, period. And the rotisserie oven does exactly that. The cooked bird is fine. The raw Kirkland pack riding home next to your lettuce is the one this segment is about. Verdict? The $5 chicken is still the best deal in America after 300 degrees of oven. The raw pack beside it has spent 6 years failing a test you were never shown. By now you're probably wondering the question that matters. How do you check the grade on your own chicken tonight? You've been holding the answer this whole time. How to protect yourself tonight. Flip any package of chicken in America. On it sits a small federal inspection circle, the letter P and a number. That number is the plant your bird came from. This spring, the USDA added every plant Salmonella grade to a free, searchable public directory. Type the number, the grade appears. Category 1 passes. Category 3 fails. The exact page is on your screen. Pause and keep it. The report card was on the package all along, written in code nobody planned to teach you. Origin, water, plant. 3 questions, 30 seconds, any package. And as of July 1st, every retained water claim has to be backed by testing data the government can audit. The water question just grew teeth. At $4.17 a pound, 12% retained water is 50 cents a pound of rinse water. Air-chilled birds lose weight in processing. Every ounce on the scale is bird. One label trick: no hormones added. Federal law banned hormones in poultry decades ago. They're charging extra for obeying the law. The confession is printed under the brag. Cooked to 165. Never wash raw chicken. Rinsing doesn't clean the bird. It launches bacteria across your sink like tiny wet fireworks. Buying ladder. A local farm or named butcher first. Then air-chilled, plus product of USA, plus a passing plant. Then air-chilled alone. Then the anonymous tray, cooked to 165. Because now you know. Now the good news. 3 stores passed, starting with the one that still employs the people the industry replaced with a sticker. Best number 3, Publix. There are still buildings in America where a human being handles your chicken, and Publix runs more than 1,000 of them. The meat department is real. The people behind the glass are real. Ask what came in today, and somebody in the building actually knows, which now qualifies as a radical act. Run our test at that counter, and watch it do the one thing no anonymous tray can do. Answer: a named product. A date that means what it says. A human being who will vouch for both out loud. That is what passing looks like. Not a certificate, a person. And the case beside the counter holds Publix's own Greenwise chicken, wearing the 2 words this video taught you to hunt. Air-chilled. Water? Answered on the pack. Origin and plant? Answered out loud. Now the move. Because every best list store owes you one. Whole chickens are the cheapest chicken in the building per pound, usually by a lot. Pick one and ask the counter to cut it up. They will while you wait. You walk away with parts at whole bird prices, cut by hands you watched do the work. The closest thing left in a chain store to the counter your family grew up standing in front of. One honest caution before you get misty-eyed, and it rhymes with last time. 12 inches from that counter sits the pre-packaged case, stocked with trays from the producers you met on the settlement list. The counter and the tray are not the same product, though the pricing gun never heard the news. Read the label, especially here because Publix is one of the few stores where the honest option and the anonymous one share a shelf, and only one of them earned the reputation you're paying for. Is it the cheapest chicken in town? No, but at Publix, the extra dollar still buys you an answer. At most stores on this list, the extra dollar buys lighting. Verdict: the counter passes and the person vouches. Just make sure the package in your hand is the one that earned it. Publix gives you a person. The next store gives you the only case in mainstream retail where the answer to the water question is none. Best number 2, Whole Foods. Here's a sentence you can say about almost no chicken in America. There is no water in it that the bird didn't bring. Whole Foods made air-chilled chicken its signature. The case is full of it, and the whole meat department is no antibiotics ever. No communal chill tank, no absorbed bath water, no retained water fine print, because there is no retained water to disclose. The welfare rating sits right on the case, because at some point the chickens filed an HR complaint. The ingredient list on that chicken reads, in full, chicken. One word, suspiciously refreshing. And the water math flips. The price per pound runs higher, but every ounce on the scale is bird. Compare price per pound of actual meat, and the gap to a water-chilled tray shrinks fast. Your pan tells you the rest. Skin that crisps instead of steams. A sear instead of a swamp. The cheapest door in? The whole air-chilled bird, often close to regular grocery prices once you stop paying for water. And read the welfare tier so the number means something. Now the honest part, with receipts of its own. ProPublica traced some chicken sold at Whole Foods back to that industrial Purdue pipeline, the very one that put Trader Joe's on our worst list. Business reporters once found Whole Foods store-brand chicken slaughtered in the same Purdue plant as a bargain brand selling for half the price. The only clue was the plant number. Our own tool catches even the stores we crown. So why is one store at worst number 4 and the other at best number 2? Because Whole Foods built a door out of the pipe, the clearly labeled air-chilled case. Trader Joe's has no door. The pipe is the only way in. The halo covers the case, not every sealed package beside it. Same lesson as Publix, at triple the price. And the map problem. When the nearest store is 40 minutes away and the good stuff costs double, a gold standard doesn't feed a family on Tuesday. Verdict: the purest case in the country. If the store is on your map and the price is in your budget, which leaves number 1. Hundreds of you have been asking one question for months, over and over. This is for you. Best number 1, Sam's Club. What about Sam's Club? You asked that under our beef video more times than any other question. And this year, the warehouse crown changes hands. While Costco's own plant was flunking federal Salmonella tests, Sam's Club quietly stocked the exact thing this video has been teaching you to hunt. Members Mark Organic Air-Chilled Chicken. It's printed on the pack. Air-chilled, USDA organic. And the waterline every other tray dreads simply is not there. No chill tank. No retained water. Warehouse pricing. Run all 3 questions on it and it sweeps. Origin printed, 0 water, and a plant number you can type into the directory yourself. We're not asking for trust. The crown survives the check. Do the math the way we taught you. Price per pound of actual bird, not package weight. And the air-chilled pack at club prices starts beating the water-chilled tray it only pretends to cost more than. Then run the play our viewers swear by. Buy the multi-pack, portion it into freezer bags the day you're home. A month of honest chicken below mystery tray prices. Now the quiet part. Sam's Club is Walmart. The company at number 1 on our beef worst list owns the club at number 1 on our chicken best list. We know how that sounds, and we're keeping it because we follow the label, not the logo. When Walmart's warehouse does it right, it gets the crown. When Walmart's supercenter hides the supplier, it gets the verdict. Same rules, every building, no exceptions. That's not a loophole in our test. That's the test working. 2 honest cautions, because number 1 never means spotless. The crown belongs to the air-chilled case, because Sam's own listing for the standard Members Mark tray admits those breasts come with added chicken broth, injected on purpose, disclosed in the fine print. Check the words, not the logo. And club members keep reporting one tip worth stealing. Weigh packages at home. The sticker runs generous. Bring your kitchen scale. More on that soon. Verdict: the best chicken case in warehouse retail belongs to the club everybody kept asking about, and the answer surprised us too. So that's the case. Now the whole board one more time slowly. Said plainly, number 1 on the worst list means the worst. The whole board top to bottom. Worst from the floor up. Dollar General Market, Meijer, Kroger, Aldi, Trader Joe's, Walmart, Target, and at number 1, the worst on our list, Costco's raw chicken line. The best, Publix at number 3, Whole Foods at number 2, and Sam's Club's air-chilled case takes the crown. The rankings will age, the tool won't. 3 questions and a plant code. Any package, any store, any town. H-E-B, Wegmans, Winn-Dixie, BJ's. Your trials are coming. If the plant code was news to you, hit the like button. It pushes this investigation to families still buying the mystery tray. Subscribe and turn on notifications. We put the food your family eats on trial every single week. Origin, water, plant. Say it once at the case, and the case can't lie to you. Drop one answer below. Costco members, we mean you. Does the plant's report card change what goes in your cart, or is the $5 bird staying? And send this to the person you love who washes raw chicken in the sink, gently. Their kitchen has enough airborne bacteria already. Next week, the settlement money. Hundreds of millions in chicken and beef checks. Somebody cashed them, and it wasn't you. We pulled the court files. Bring your receipt. The meat case can't fool you anymore. As of tonight, neither can the one next to it.